On YouTube, this is Audio Video 115. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys some tips and tricks and how to really get good at Call of Duty Mobile. So yeah, let's start it up. So first off, I'll start off by showing you guys what my custom layout is for all my buttons. So I tend to like to have the aiming button right in the center for my right thumb, and I like to have the walking on my left thumb to make it seem familiar to a controller because that's what I'm used to. Although even PC players should be able to kind of get this drift. It's a little bit easier to use your right thumb if you're right hand dominant for that because they use they're aiming around with their right hand on their mouse, so the aiming controls are going to be over there. So anyways, I like to have reload at the very bottom, so you can always go to that bottom part and click reload right as you're coming around the corner. I keep my thumb right in that gap in between the hip fire button and the knife button. That way, if I ever have somebody come up, I can quickly click that knife button and get that kill on them. Or I could sit there where my thumb normally is, right on top of the knife button. I can switch right down to the aim and fire button. So it's a quick and easy one, and just to the right of it is the jump and crouch option. Having all these buttons that you're going to use the most in that U shape is going to be tremendously helpful. You'll be able to access whatever you need quickly and you won't have to look at it. I recommend having the crouch at the bottom and the jump at the top, just so you can remember crouching goes lower, jumping up top. Just some small little tips and tricks like that. Just how the hip fire is above the aiming, because you hip fire before you bring your gun up to your face. And let's see. That should be all on this one. I just got all the small buttons out of the way up at the top left-hand corner with my score and tried to keep the center of the screen open. You never want to have a button in the center of the screen blocking your view. Let's see. The next one's going to be sensitivity. So I keep my sensitivity at around 188 for when you're not aimed in, because since you don't have a mouse and you don't have a controller, you can't constantly keep looking to the left. You have to keep adjusting your thumb. So it's really important to have a high sensitivity if you want to do good at this game. Other than that, there's not really much. I keep the ADS sensitivity pretty low, a little bit higher than what it's supposed to be, but still pretty low. I should adjust the scope, tactical and sniper scopes to make it easier to quick scope, but we'll figure. All that stuff's fine. Most of that stuff I keep basic. So moving on from the settings, I really recommend that you guys, well, actually technically that's in the settings. I really recommend that you guys stay away from the aim assist of this game. If you run the aim assist, you're going to lose just about every single game you play. Even hip firing and missing almost all your shots is actually more accurate and fast, has a faster time to kill than trying to use that auto lock on. It takes so long to do it, and you have to be aiming at them constantly. So if you're not if you're not doing very good at aiming, you have to stay aimed on them constantly until it actually locks on. Whereas this one, you can be spraying, and hopefully some of your shots make it, some of them don't, but at least you're going to be firing at the enemy and putting shots down range. So that is my little tip on that. So the third one is to move when you shoot. If you have to adjust your shots left or right, try not to move your thumbstick to look left and right. Actually try to walk over and just barely use your right thumb to look around on it. You're going to be a lot more accurate, especially if you keep that sensitivity higher. You're going to be able to hit right on your crit spots where you're trying to hit. Or at least it's going to be a lot easier, because I know that's one thing I really struggle with is my accuracy on this game. Some other tips and tricks that you guys can look forward to are whenever you're playing multiplayer, you're going to try to want to move around a lot. So they're going to tend, if you keep moving around, they're going to tend to spawn in the same spawns. It's a really weird spawning system with how far you have to be. It's not as refined as it is with some of the console games or the PC games. It's really rudimentary and basic. So if you can just try to get some kills from a medium to long range and keep aiming down sights at that same spot, I mean, you can just keep constantly racking them up, and they'll just keep running towards you. What I like to do is stand straight in the middle of a map, like Nuketown or on firing range, and I'll get right in the middle and I'll aim down those 2 or 3 spots, because it takes people so long to actually start aiming in on you. If they're running their aim assist settings, which most people are in this game, by the way. Almost nobody runs the custom layout. So if you're running the other one, you can be peeking between all those and still be flicking back and forth and lay your first shot into them before they can even get it into you, before that automatic stuff goes through. It is absolutely crazy. Every once in a while, you get one good player that knows what he's doing, and he'll be able to hit his shots, and he'll be able to go faster than you. But you just got to be able to memorize where that guy is, and if you can take him out first, you can reliably count on him coming in every 20 to 45 seconds, depending on how big the map is. So you can be getting used to when he's coming, so you can like pre-fire and stuff like that. Just being on top of that mind game in this is everything. Almost everybody doesn't know what they're doing, and they think everybody else doesn't know what they're doing, so they can just run around and have some fun. But if you put a little bit of thought into the actions that you're doing in this game, you can really get the leg up. Anyways, that's going to be all for me today, but if you guys want to hear some more in-depth tips and tricks other than some basic stuff just to get you started, let me know in the comment section below, like and subscribe, because, well, that's how I know I'm doing my job right. Anyways, have a good one. Bye.